Okay, hello, welcome back. Apologies for however long that was. Uh, Gosh, right, okay. I'm just booting the game back up. We've done a full reset. I have cut everything on my machine that I can. So hopefully we can. We can get back to the game. Aww. Uh-oh. No. Laggy. Lag right now. Okay, right. That's literally just on the game screen. Okay, right. I'm going to try and sort out. I'm going to try and do the fix that the game devs said. Right. Delete a file called that. Right. Yeah, I've had to shut the game down. As soon as the game boots up, it starts dropping frames. Uh, Thank you very much, Shale, Topaz, and Molietsu for 100 bits each. We are going to try and do some live tech repair while I find this. Game, where are you, game? Is it not installed in the right place? Okay. Program files. Where are you, files? Oh boy. Okay. Files are not where I expected to be. Right. Okay. Nope, that's not where you are. Right, let's just have to do a file search. Okay, while I am running a search on things, how is everyone? AMA? Oh, hey, Zalia's mum. Welcome to the stream. Now that we're back on just the booth view, I'm guessing everything is smooth. Yeah, I'm going to try and give this one more shot. If this doesn't work, then we are probably going to have to switch to a different game, which is yeah, fine, looks good now. Yeah. Oh, that's good to hear, Plant Palsy Finn. Having a lovely day with some baking. Oh, I will hopefully be able to do some baking tomorrow morning before the stream. Oscar loves to see. Hello, Anil. Did you get a proper rest after last night's AMA? Yes, I did. Thank you very much for asking. We finished up around midnight. I know that Bryn carried on talking for a little bit, and I crashed out pretty much straight away. Got up around 7, tinkered around a bit, but then actually still felt tired, so I went back to bed for a couple of hours and got up again around 10. So I've had a lot of I've had a lot more rest than I usually do. There were many Hamid questions. Were there indeed? I caught up on some of the chat in the Discord, and it did seem like there was plenty to keep you all interested. Ooh, cooking chicken. Yeah, Nerdy Ginger and Proud. I'm not that big a fan of cooking meat, or at least cooking meat in a pan. I'm very much more if I have to deal with raw meat, I would rather just marinate it and shove it in the oven. Although I am getting better, so I have been making mince into bolognese sauce. Well, a kind of bolognese sauce. Like any true Italian would probably be horrified at what I am at the quick and easy thing that I am doing. But because I know that for a good bolognese sauce, in order to be a really good ragu, you need at least 2 to 3 hours of cooking time, and alas, I don't have that time. It's the same reason why I won't really cook risotto. Risotto? I'm picking up the American pronunciation there, because I can't stand in front of a pan for an hour and a half, slowly ladling in stock. As much as I love risotto, I don't have the time to make it myself. There used to be a really nice. There used to be a really good chain restaurant. Well, I say chain restaurant. It was. That's not how you pronounce bolognese. Well, actually, Oscar, if you care to give me a transliteration in the chat, I will happily try and pronounce it the proper way. There used to be a chain restaurant. I mean, I say chain. It only had 3 outlets, which specialised in risotto, called Ooze, which is possibly not the most appetising name for a restaurant, but D&D player, so I'm amused. I actually took a date there once. Yes, Ooze, Ooze. That's one of the least appealing names for a restaurant I've ever heard. They did good food. Amused. Oh, nice Rook 9. Nice Rook 9. No, not like the river, unfortunately, Moliette. So, they did really good risotto. And as I say, I took a date there once, which was very pleasant. Didn't end up going anywhere, but hey. Okay, this is still having trouble finding the file that I'm supposed to... Aha! Right. Here we go. Oh, it shoved it into there. Right, okay. So, let us delete that. Stop that. Okay, file location. Right, okay. Here we go. Fingers crossed. Let's see if this works. Oh, now you care to work, you stupid shortcut. Okay. Right. If it starts to go laggy, let me know. Instant lag, instant buffering. Instant buffering. Right. Okay. Oh boy. Okay. Yeah. Right. I think I am going to have to do more work if I want to be able to stream this. So, which is really annoying because I'm certain that this game is streamable. I have seen other folks do that. Okay, I've got to wait for it to boot to be able to exit it. So, right, okay. Again, an audio only medium. Oh man. Yeah, rip me and the carefully laid plans. Okay, so obviously there are two potential things here. Either it's the game, and the game is not interacting well with either OBS or our system, or Twitch is playing up, but the Twitch support servers don't seem to be having trouble. Yeah. Okay. Right. What shall I play then? So, let me think. Obviously, the things that I've got here are, we could go for another round of FTL, or more Lego Batman. Mike doesn't want to be present without Mike. Maybe it is. Yeah, Twitch does have more people streaming, but like they've got resilience. This shouldn't be causing a problem. So like, my feeling is it's the game, and the game is not interacting well with either my system or with OBS. So yeah, if the devs have suggestions include go and delete this file, it's suggesting that it has some issues. But as I say, I know that people can stream this game. I have seen it. I was watching a stream of it, a little bit of a stream of it yesterday. So I think our two options are either I try and play a bit more Lego Batman, or what I can do is I can we can try and get ahead in West of Loathing, because I have managed to do the grinding that I needed to do, both for leveling up the Doctor and getting the dynamite in order to be able to progress. So I have the dynamite and the lock, and I have everything I need to be able to do the to basically carry on with the plot without having to show you just endless fights with skeletons and random bad cows. Yeah, I think actually, yeah. Let's go on with West of Loathing, because I know that game runs. Sound issues aside, I know that game will run on the machine, and we can progress in the plot for that. So, what is our actual time? We're running. Wow, stream is effectively starting an hour and a half late. So I do apologise for that. So I was really looking forward to playing My Time in Portia. I say I will look into it. If it is something that I can figure out a way for us to stream it, then I will. Oh, sorry, I'm just seeing the thing from. So it is Bolognese. Yeah. Okay. Bolognese. Okay. Thank you very much for that, Oscar. Very enlightening. So yeah, as I say, I know that West of Loathing will play on this, so let's go ahead with that. This may be an earlier finishes stream, or we'll just run until it stops being chill. Okay, right. Let me get that set up then. Right. Let's delete that. Remove. Yep. Let's put this on. Grab that. I'm hoping actually that if we can't get it to stream, then what I might do is see how the recording went. If it records fine, but just doesn't allow us to output, I might record it as a solo Let's Play, and then release that video to the YouTube channel for folks to watch. Because I say I really do want to play that game, and I will really hope that I can get into it. It may be just something that I end up playing sans chat, and we all convene and talk about it at a later date. Oh, thank you very much, Morietsu. Thank you very much for saying that. Yeah, chat is a lovely place to hang out with. Obviously, I'd much rather play a game with all of you there present. But if it is not to be, then it is not to be. Hey, Wolf Prince 1, you're so late today. Oh, friend, you're not. You really aren't. We're technically only just about to start. Actually, watch party via the Discord. Thank you very much, Alert, for the 100 bits. And also 100 bits from both Shale, Topaz, and Molietsu. Again, very generous in these times. Okay, so let us move over to West of Loathing. Da, 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 da. I need to change my location for this game. Right, okay. Where is my camera? Move over a bit, because then what we'll do So, let's move my water and okay, take care, Jory. Thank you for hanging out. Right, okay. So, when last we left, Lena Tumbleweed, our noble protagonist in this Wild West stick figure world, there we go. Let me move more over here. Oh well, no, I think I'm going to have to be here. One of these days I'll get the camera sorted out to balance me properly. So, For anyone who hasn't seen, this game is West of Loathing. It is a humorous RPG with stick figure art. It's based off a long-running web browser game called The Kingdom of Loathing, which does this much with fantasy elements. Lots of puns, lots of bad jokes, lots of bad voices, as I try to remember how I have voiced things before. We are playing Lena Tumbleweed, who is a glamorous, sneaky beam slinger. So we are a magic user. The walk animations, yes. So let's continue with the game. Oh shucks, yes. Thank you for reminding me, Shockle. I will need to change the stream info. Okay. So. Yeah, anybody just refresh your stream and the titles should change to West of Loathing. Yes, Carrie Atherton are. The time and Porsche graphics look just like West of Loathing. It's funny that. Thank you very much, 14 Cookies Gone for 69 bits. Nice. And Molietsu for 69 bits as well. Nice. As I said, I've done, for folks who have been watching this on the Wednesday stream, I have done a bit of grinding. I have leveled up my character a fair bit whilst trying to find enough dynamite to be able to proceed, as well as getting the lock we need to trap some bandits. So I'm going to... Did I buy... Yes, I bought all the dynamite here. We're going to go back to... I've also opened up a couple of new spots on the map, which I was waiting to come back to with you all. So we've got the Lazy A Dude Ranch, the Big Apple, Butterfield Ranch on the map, which we'll go and visit once we have advanced the plot a little bit. So this was a mission that we wanted to do. We are going to sneak our way past the dog. Sneak, 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 and so you creep up to the door. You can hear the gang inside. You notice that the door jamb is busted, probably from being kicked in. There's a crude hasp made of bent nails on the door. Looks like the bandits have just been locking it with a padlock from the outside when they leave. Well, let's lock them in. You quietly lock the door from the outside. You've definitely got the upper hand at this point. What's your next move? We're going to arrest them. Okay, fellas, the jig is up. A muffled voice says, "The law. Get 'em, boys." And then, "Tarnation, we're locked in." You hear a chorus of defeated sighs. So, come out with your hands up. Toss out your weapons. Or we've got you surrounded. Well, let's get them to disarm. I think all uses of the phrase "big boy" in RQ stream should be banned. There's nothing much I can really say to that, Niblik 3. We're going to try and get them to disarm. Toss out your weapons and I won't arrest you. You hear a quiet but heated discussion inside. Eventually a voice says, "All right," and some pistols fall out the window. So we get a bandit pistol, and the Desert Gang 6 gun. Just kidding, I'm still going to arrest you, the voice says. Ah, dang it. You round up the gang and haul them back to Dirtwater. That's the House in the Desert gang, all right. All except for the house, that is. Did it get away? What, was I supposed to? No, I was just messing with you. Here's your reward. You get 500 meat and 33 XP, and justice is served. Yes, for anyone who hasn't seen, the currency in this game is meat. Just to let you know, here is what I have. We're still wearing the Viking helmet. We've got a weirdly deformed bone as our lapel piece, which gives us +5 spell damage. We're wielding the deputy pistol and a skinning knife. We're still carrying the mystic bean, the ancient bean can, to give us +3 to our mysticality skill. And you can see here our skills are: we've got muscle 1, mysticality 17, and moxie 7. Moxie being the stat for gunslinging and ranged fighting. So you can see we're a little bit imbalanced. We are going for a glamorous kind of build. We're wearing a goblin glass ring, which gives us +6 mysticality and -4 to our muscle. Bean stained pants, which apparently gives us +3 spell damage, and work boots for more armor and more action points. I'll just give you a quick look at the character sheet. So with the a couple of things that we had agreed with regards to this character and her outlook, is that because we can speak Goblin tongue, goblins are friends. We won't harm or threaten. Well, threaten maybe. We won't harm or kill goblins unless it's in self-defense. The same goes for snakes. Snakes are friends, snake friends. We will try and avoid fights with snakes wherever we can. And I think because I am going to need a little bit of HP increases and things like that, and a little bit more defense as we go along. What I am saying is that I am going to be allowed to increase my muscle and my grit, but their base values can't be more than 1/3 of both mysticality and moxie. So I've got 2 muscle and 2 grit, and I won't be able to increase those to 3 until, well, can't raise muscle to 3 until mysticality and moxie are at 9, and the same with gumption and glamour have to be at 9 before I can increase grit. So we are going for a kind of glass cannon build. We're going to be able to deal out a whole bunch of damage, but we won't be able to really take it. But hopefully we will. It's one of those get rich and be fabulous kind of affairs. I've discovered that Great Northern Blizzard, being my area of effect spell, is actually really good at taking out lots of low-level enemies. So I'm going to be trying to get that up to high levels if I can. Oh, the other thing I found while I was doing the random adventuring was a new book. Where is it? Get Cracking, a guide to modern safes. So this book outlines techniques for opening safes without knowing the combination. This skill will come in handy if you ever encounter a safe whose combination isn't scrawled on a nearby wall. It gives me the safe cracking skill, so I will read that. When you are done, you lock it up in a safe that turns out to be slightly too difficult for you to crack, so it's gone forever. Dang it. Cool. And so we now have safe cracking. I have 549 XP. Yes, a new lightener. Unlike Assassin's Creed Origins, where snakes are the most flammable material in the world, I have not seen ACO, so wow. Oh yes, Shy Magpie, there is a lot of fourth wall breaking in this game. So let's actually up our safe cracking. Let's be able to break complicated safes. I can probably up my outfoxing. Or what's Gumption do? Gumption gives me... Oh, Gumption will give me another AP. So let's up that. And I'll save that to try and up my Moxie next. Oh, and I want 300 for Great Northern Blizzard as well. Okay, cool. Right, so let's see. Just want to say hi. Okay. Aha! We've got more wanted posters. The poster reads, "Wanted, the Potemkin gang, for unlicensed civil engineering and flaunting of construction regulations. Last seen in an unregistered settlement north of Dirtwater." The poster shows the location of the suspicious city the gang is hiding out in. Yeah, let's go and check it out. You note the location and resolve to bring these unlicensed builders to justice. You discovered the Potemkin gang's hideout. Got it. What was the other one? Wanted, wasted, the Stripy Hat Gang for grand theft, paint and tasteless hat vandalism. Last seen in the vicinity of Cavern Canyon. 1,000 meat reward. Dirty rotten paint thieves and low down no fashion sense hat vandals. Despicable. Well, they are decidedly unglamorous, so we will try and go after them as well. So we've got Cavern Canyon on the list. So that's Cavern Canyon and the Potemkin gang. Okay, let's go and check those out, and then we'll go and check out the... let's just see if we can actually advance on those quest lines. You hear a groaning noise a short distance away and investigate. A cowpoke is sitting against a rock with his leg bent in a way that seems incorrect. What happened? Dang horse threw a rod and I fell off. Think I busted one of my dancing arms. Well, we've got a doctor with us, so we might as well have Alice fix him up. Think you can help this guy, Doc? Wouldn't be much of a... Oh. Sorry, I keep forgetting that Doc Alice has a very specific voice. So... Wouldn't be much of a doctor if I couldn't fix a busted dancing arm. Alice grabs some gauze and stuff from her bag and sets and splints the cowpoke's legs. Woo! Woo-wee! That's some fine work. My thanks to you, Doc. Don't mention it. Yes, he did seem to call his... Well, he didn't call his leg a dancing arm. He just said he has busted one of his dancing arms. So, let's carry on to Cavern Canyon. Uh-oh. Spider. Pointy. We can harvest some coffee. Cool. And, oh, actually, I should load up on... oh, what's the... So we've got 45 on the pistol. Does this do... Ooh! This is a fancy 6-gun. You might even go so far as to rate it a 7-gun. And it increases my Moxie. Nice. Okay, so I'm going to equip that. I do technically have a better thing, but... do I want to be able to collect skins from beasts after combat? Or should I increase my spell damage? Basically, it only allows me to skin the bad cows. And probably the spatula is more useful overall to increase my firepower. Yeah, let's swap the skinning knife for the spatula. Okay, right. So I've got two options here. Can I get in this one? Ooh. This cave door has been boarded up. So I can pry off the boards. Skinning victims sounds right up Drutter. Well, that's one game. Let's pry off the boards. Because obviously, if you're presented with two options and one is boarded up, three options, two of which are open and one is boarded up, it makes sense to take the boarded up one. What are they hiding? So we are in a connecting cave. This door has like 15 deadbolts on it. The note tackled to it says, "Please don't open this door unless you want to get eaten by a giant spider. Even then, don't open it because the rest of us don't want to get eaten by a spider." It isn't even signed, so you can hardly be expected to take it seriously. I'm going to stay out of the spider's way for the time being. Unless... aha! We're in sneak mode again. You can see the gang on the other side of this big pile of junk, but you're not going to be able to get to them from this end. Maybe if you had more legs, you'd be able to pick your way through it. Oh-ho-ho-ho. Oh-ho-ho-ho. More legs, do you say? Well, I think that's inviting a certain... oh, Lena. That's not the most efficient way of getting about. So, how bad can a stick figure spider be? Let's open the door. The tunnel behind this opening goes straight up. There's no way to get through it unless you're a huge spider. Okay, well... go freewheeling. Okay. Oh no. What have we got? Weapons. Sorry, weir pens scrawled on it in black paint. You dig through the crate. It's mostly full of packing straw, but you find a pretty fancy knife at the bottom. You got fancy knife. You hear a sudden chittering coming from that big hole behind you. You must have a death wish standing this close to that thing. No way are you going back in there. What? No. Surely... I didn't mean to... Oh, have I triggered something? Darn it. You hear a horrible skittering noise, followed by a scream, followed by more horrible skittering noises, followed by more screams, followed by some rapping noises, followed by some muffled screams. Then there's more skittering. Then silence. Go inside or don't go inside? Oh, we can only get one crate. Oh, okay. Darn it. You can't do that here, Shy Magpie. It doesn't offer you multiple instances of saves unless you've done different games. So there's no save scumming in this one. Yeah, we'll go inside. Aha. The gang has been prepped for spider consumption. We can arrest them or not do anything yet. Well, let's not be too hasty. Danger kitchen, danger bar. Okay, well let's go. Ooh. What have you got on your larder? Nothing on this shelf looks good. This poor chef is chained to the wall. His eyes widen as you approach. Hey, you're not one of them. Are you here to rescue me? Sure, well let me get back to you on that one. Named Spilot Charlotte. Oh. No, we are noble, we are heroes. We are here to rescue him. Sure. Oh, thank goodness. He thrusts his hand into yours and shakes vigorously. I'm Doug. Lena, how do you do, Doug? Well, I've been chained up in this dank cave for weeks, cooking for those stripy-hatted idiots. That sounds awful. You want to know the worst part? There's a perfectly good oven 8 feet to my right, and a shelf of perfectly good ingredients 8 feet to my left. How's that the worst part? This chain's only 4 feet long. Ah, that's rough. I know, right? There I was, fresh out of culinary school, with a million meat idea in my head, and now here I am, 4 feet shy of my dreams, cooking the same pot of soup over and over again. What million meat idea? You promised not to steal my idea, right? To an altruism not in the mic sense. Hey, Majestic Rhyhorn, welcome, welcome to the channel. Yeah, I promise. Okay then, it's a new kind of sandwich, or maybe a taco. It's so revolutionary that I'm not sure where it fits in the whole hand food taxonomy, to be honest. Anyway, in the middle of it, there's a sausage, but it's sausage made from the cheapest possible parts of a pig, ground up so finely that you can't identify them anymore. Okay. And it's served in a long split roll, which soaks up the grease, so you can't tell how fatty the sausage is. And the best part? The name. You ready to hear the name? Sure. I call it the hot dog. What do you think? It sounds great. I don't care for it. Or how about the hot Lena instead? You were expecting a hot cat instead, yeah. Let's keep them chained up. Oh, on that basis. Sure. Well, we're not in the process. We're not in the habit of dashing people's dreams. Oh, Imogen is on a break. That's a good point, Plum. Yeah, sounds great. He beams. Yep, we are supportive here, folks. We are supportive in this channel. Thanks, he sighs. Not that any of this even matters. Even if I did get off this chain, there's no point hanging around in this empty cave making hot dogs just for myself. I don't even like the taste of them. You could set up shop in Dirtwater. Brilliant! You're a genius, Lena. Hot dogs for sale all day, every day. I'll make a mint. Say, there's an idea. What if I added mint to the sausage mixture? You help him break his chains. He leaves the cave, hauling the oven and the shelf full of ingredients, muttering to himself about new sausage recipes. Well, that's that then. Is there anything in the pot? No. Okay. So what I will do is I will let's rouse Imogen Bot from her slumber. No, I draw the line in mint hot dogs. Yeah. Mint and meat is not a thing I want. Well, mint goes well with lamb, so like lamb sausages would work with mint. And mint and meatballs, yeah, mint and beef does actually work under certain circumstances. Presumably not. We're not talking like spearmint. Peppermint is probably better for this. Okay. Yes, we've got Imogen back mods. Thank you. So I do just need to keep an eye on the time. Because of course we've still got special news, secrets to come later on in the stream. I am not going to deprive you of that, even if I am not able to give you my time at Porsche. So we have. Ooh, looks like this place needs a new bartender. He had a jaw harp in his pocket. Maybe they killed him for playing the jaw harp too much. We have a jaw harp, which it's a little twanger. You can plunk it if you like. You stick the twanger in your mouth and plunk it as best you can. Let's plunk it some more. You cannot stop plunking it. You plunk your twanger all the livelong day. Well, okay. I think as a certain colonel would say, stop it, it's getting silly. We'll probably sell that off when we can. All these bottles are empty. There are a few full bottles left on the shelf. Yep, let's take them. Cheap whiskey, cheap tequila, cheap wine. Oh, we can probably drink some of those actually. So we've got 1 stomach space, 3 liver, and 3 spleen. Okay, so oops. Inventory. Let's see what our consumables are. Booze, potions, and combat items. What food have we got? Increased muscle by 6. Mysticality. Moxie. 2. What did you count on here? 6. Well, let's just eat some cactus bits. You gain an effect Cactus Bitten. You eat the cactus bits, and for dessert you have a sundae made of varicolored crystalline memories. So, let us drink. What have I got a lot of? I've got a lot of surgical gin. That only increases armor. Ranch punch. Ranch punch is the slang name for the combination of milk and whiskey ranchers used to drink. Its actual name is undrinkable garbage. Thank you very much for the 69 bits. 14 cookies gone. Nice. Thank you very much for 100 bits. Molietsu and Ryu here, and for another 69 bits, nice Molietsu. Thank you again for your amazing generosity. That increases melee damage. So, given that I am not a melee build character, I think we will give up on. We can probably sell those off. Military grade whiskey increases everything by 1. Cactus beer is hit points. That's mysticality. Well, let's go for some. We can probably get away with not. Hot coffee, putrid cow bile, tainted milk. Nah, okay. We probably don't need to drink anything else while we're here. So let's tippy tappy our way out of here and go and arrest the arrest them. You stack the cocoons on the back of your horse, except for one which Alice carries in her medical bag. He was smaller than he looked, and head back to Dirtwater Jail to turn him in. Is that the Stripy Hat Gang? What happened to them? They had a run-in with a giant spider. A giant spider of justice! Fortunately, the reward is for results rather than explanations. And we gain 1,000 meat. Groovy. So, let's try and get the second one. Which was the Potemkin Gang. To your delight, you see the silhouette of a big circus tent towering over the pines. So we have found a circus. Interesting. Well, we all know what circuses mean, don't we? Let's keep going for now. Okay, take care, Fairies Laura. Ooh. So, this is the Potemkin Gang, wanted for illegal building, a bar, a real jail, non-fake horse sales, genuine TNT and sandwiches, town hall for an actual town, and an outhouse. You duck into the outhouse to plan your next move. While you're pondering, you notice something weird. This outhouse has a back door. Well, let's investigate. The Potemkin Gang's hideout backside. We're on the other side of the fence. They're all... Ooh... They're all fake. This is the back of the jail. Turns out it's just flat plywood like a theatrical set. The ropes that are holding this up don't look very strong. You could probably knock it over very easily, but you should probably hold off until just the right moment. This doesn't seem safe at all. No, it doesn't. Oh, this being the TNT sandwiches. Okay. Well, let's start at the town hall. The bandit looks distraught. What's the matter, buddy? I lost my belt buckle. Did you look near the bar? Oh, good idea. I'll look there. Okay, sure. A guy shouts out, "That place is condemned. It's not safe to go in there," and runs over to you. No entry. Okay. A guy shouts, "The ostler is on vacation." No entry. A guy shouts out, "Visiting hours are over." No entry. The bandit looks distraught. Okay, well, let's look near the ostlers. A guy shouts out, "Bar's closed for piano repairs." And to you. Okay. Okay, fine. Let's send this guy off and then sandwich shop. Track him. Do you look near the town hall? Okay, so fine, okay. Let's see if we can't talk to that guy then. Get away from me. No entry. Oh, it was near the jail, wasn't it? Guy shouts, visiting hours are over. No entry. Okay, cool. Let us head back round. This is the back of the jail. Turns out it's just flat plywood. Okay. Oh. I wonder if I need to get all of them in front of the jail. Okay. Aha. So, you need to go and look near the jail. Leave me alone. Oh no. If I go here, she's going to go over there. So I need him to stay there and her to go. Ah, I didn't mean to go in. Okay, I'm going to have to... right, let's go there. No, good luck with that. He's there. Let's cycle round. Aha, right. All three are in front of the jail. So, let's see if we can't do this. Aha, cut the ropes. Crash! The fake building falls over on the real bandits. Oh, the fake jail falls over on the real bandits. There we go, better intonation. Da, 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 da. Skating through the desert. Aha! The gang is knocked out. You can arrest them now if you want. Yes, let's take them to jail. Say, that's the Potemkin gang. How'd you get them? Push the jail over on them. What? Never mind. And we get more meat. All in a day's work. Can we level up anything? No, we still only have 195. So let's up our Moxie. No, leave. Is there anything more on the... Aha! More... Yet another wanted poster. Lots of criminals around these parts. The poster says, Wanted, the Black Hat Bandits, for horse theft and selling of counterfeit glue. Last seen heading north towards the old millinery. Okay. No good can come of criminals with access to hat-making machinery. Yes, indeed. You mark the location of the millinery on your map and spend some time saying millinery over and over. Millinery, millinery, millinery. It's a good word. And a fifth wanted poster. Wanted, the Gherkin brothers, for kidnapping, brining kidnapping victims, and attempted sale of human flesh for consumption. Wow. Last seen headed for the old abandoned pickle factory. We're really getting some Magnus vibes up in this. Can't let these dastardly criminals escape justice. It wouldn't be kosher. Would you like to go and investigate? Yes. You mark the old pickle factory down your map. Hopefully chasing them down won't get you into a real... Well, you know. Yeah. Okay. Let's try and do those. Let's go to the old millinery first. Ah, we've crossed paths with Wandering Sally. Let's see what she's got. Ooh, she's got more dynamite. That's probably always useful. Needles are probably always good. Let's sell a few bits and pieces. Well, I don't need the bandit pistols. Where was the cheap tequila, cheap whiskey? Sell the deputy pistol. Let's sell some gold. Oh no, we might need some gold. Let's sell the teeth. Well, let's keep that just on the off chance that we might need it. See by 11, that might be... Oh, and the ranch punch. Yep. Skull chips can probably be sold. Okay, I think we're good for that now. And we'll head back out. Where were we headed? The old millinery. There we go. As a trail curves through a patch of marshy ground, you catch a whiff of something worse than swamp gas. It's a stank-above, a cow skull floating in a cloud of noxious vapours, and it saw you even before you smelled it. Well, as we have said, this game does have bad cows in it. So we have a 55 hit point stench cow. What are we doing? So we've got we've got 48 damage on our primary attack spell. Our pistol is no good. Golem friend won't have enough. 38 on the cold spell. So let's blast it with fire. Well, a fiery bean at any rate. And yeah, the scattergun will do 13. Cool. I'm guessing until we go through... So I did have to do quite a lot of grinding to get the dynamite I wanted. So we might be a little bit OP for fights on this side of the mountains. So we get cow fangs and an infernal soul fragment. Okay. Can we harvest anything? No. No. Alright, let's sneak in. You walk into the millinery and find 5 bandits lounging around on big piles of half-made hats. It's the law! Skedaddle! The bandits scatter like cockroaches, each shutting themselves behind a different door. Guess you'll have to wrangle them individually. Okay, fine. This patch of filthy floor wears a lot of hats. These crates are full to the top with brims. So they're brimming with them, are they? These hats look like they're more comfortable to sit on than to wear. This was apparently the demo model from a player piano showroom. It's only got 3 songs in it, and they're all children's versions of traditional songs that are in the recently invented public domain, and they're all set up to play the first few seconds on a loop. The people who worked here must have hated it. What song do you want to set the dial to? The Yellow Rose of Public Domain, My Old Public Domain Home, Public Domain Joe. Well, let's not change the dial for the moment and see if we need it to get any of the things out. Door is very locked. Okay, we don't have lockpicking skill. So, let's see what's behind door number 1. Oh. So many brims, so little time. Alright. Is this where they're hiding? J'accuse! Yes. Aha. What's behind door number 2? You don't know much about hat making, but you know this doesn't make any sense. Dents. Shoddy hats. Crappy chapeau. Oh no. Is there any way that I can tell? Oh, wait, hang on. Did one of them move? Yes. J'accuse. Aha! Gotcha. Alright, number 3. Liners. Given the quality of the one-liners around here, you don't need multiple. Oh. Well, I think we've got a hat that doesn't look like the others here. So, j'accuse! Wiggly hats are normal. Maybe. Squatchies. These are parts of some weird kind of hat you never wear. Right. Is this a moving one? No. They all look identical. No, I think I'm gonna have to go out and more brims, brims, even more brims. Okay, let's see what happens if I just do a random accusation. Oh no! The bandit unceremoniously dumps you outside and unties their friends. The friends take the opportunity to get a couple of kicks on you before they all go back inside. Bah. Okay, right. So that's an interesting mechanic for... oh no, he's back. The bandits all jump up and scuttle back to their rooms. So. Okay. So. Oh no. They're in different... Oh, I walked into the wrong room. That was it. Okay. Phew. Hat room 3 is that one. Okay. So I couldn't figure out what was wrong with 4 or 5. So let's see if playing music sends Friends Cowboy Style. Oh. Right. Yellow Rose, Old Public Domain. You changed the song on the piano. Ugh. So has that changed anything? Don't think so. Let's check the other room. No. Okay. Public Domain Joe? You changed the song on the piano. Is that whistling you hear? Aha! Right, that one is now asleep. J'accuse! Aha, so 4 out of 5. And that one is now singing along. Aha! J'accuse! You found all 5 of the bandits. Well, let's just check if there's anything. Let's turn it off. Good riddance. And I still can't get in there. Okay. Don't change that dial. Well, we might as well listen to what the third song was. My Old Public Domain Home. Ugh, yes. Indeed. Right, let's arrest them. Ah. No. The controls on this are actually pretty finicky. Turn them in. You march the Black Cat bandits back to Dirtwater on the end of a rope and lock them in the town jail. Where'd you find them? That old millinery? Yep. Of course, you know, bandits would be a lot harder to find if they didn't keep picking such thematic hideouts for some reason. Anyway, here's your reward. All in a day's work. Right. Well, let's try and get the fifth lot who were at the abandoned pickle factory. With a shout of, well, more of a loud hiss, a skeleton leaps at you from the underbrush. He's wearing a cavalry hat and has a cavalry saber, but isn't riding a cavalry horse, which I'm pretty sure is the main thing that differentiates cavalry from infantry, if not the only thing. Well, let's fight. Bang. Don't care, because Alice, our doctor friend, has a very easy way of dealing with skeletons. La 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 la. Right. We get a cavalry hat. Let's see what the cavalry hat does. 2 armor, 4 muscle. 2 muscle, 1 armor. Well, I mean, it's an upgrade on our existing one. So we will switch. We will go from the glamour of a Viking helmet to... Ooh, that's a very dapper looking hat. I like that. Increased glam. So... the Hagen United Pickle Factory is now a haunted pickle factory. Good to know. Ooh, graves. Gretchen Vlas, 1801 to 1879. She was very, very terrible. Ooh, there's a patch of pepperoni mold growing after this grave. Let's harvest that. You carefully slice up the pepperoni mold and place it on a pizza crust. We've got tombstone pizza. Okay. What does tombstone pizza give us? Muscle by 5. Okay. As spooky as this factory is, the woods beyond it are even spookier. You should probably take your chances here. You feel a sudden electrical jolt as your hand touches the doorknob. Ouch. Oh no, you're late for your shift. Mrs. Vlas is going to be so mad. She might literally bite your head off. Well, not literally. Probably. Quick, get suited up. You clock in and hurriedly put on your bright green overalls. Mrs. Vlas, as predicted, is furious. Late again? You'd better stop taking this job for granted. You think you're going to find a place with a nice dormitory and reasonably priced company store like ours somewhere else? With your skills? Ha! You're doing 3 shifts today, Buster. Get to work. You're on pickle hopper duty. Start my shift. Pickle hopper duty runs you ragged like always. Keeping the poppers filled to keep a constant flow down the chutes means you're constantly at a near sprint because you have to manage the cute shunts to keep the levels equal. If you get uneven pickle levels, Mrs. Vlas knows. Nobody knows how she knows, but she knows. A whack from her cane is the minimum you'll get. Damn it, damn it, damn it. At the end of the first 6-hour shift, you get a brief break. You cram a stale cheese sandwich into your mouth while Mrs. Vlas glares at her pocket watch, counting down 3 minutes to the second. Break's over. Second shift. You, get over to the salt tank now. Okay. So, pickle hoppers have to be kept. Constant flow down the chutes. Okay. Oh god. Managing the salt tank isn't as strenuous as the pickle hoppers, but it's still a never-ending tension. The brine concentration has to be constantly monitored and kept at a very specific measurement, which means constant adjustment. Meanwhile, you can feel yourself desiccating from the haze of salt dust that fills the room. If anything in this place kills you, it's probably going to be salt tank duty. White lung is nasty business. Cough on your own time and get that salinity back to normal. It's supposed to be 976 parts per thousand. I'm going to write that down because that seems important. 976 parts per thousand. How hard is that to remember? 976. Idiot. So let me make a note about the pickle hoppers, constant flow down chutes. Equal levels. Please let me out of here. You get another 180-second break before third shift. You spend most of it drinking water. The company doesn't charge for water, but you've heard a rumour they're considering it. And break's over. Get to the boiler. Oh no, please let me out, please. Boiler duty means shoveling coal into a furnace that runs a giant tank of boiling vinegar. It stings in here. You've tried to work with your eyes closed, but Mrs. Vlass screams if you drop any coal on the floor, or if you let the temperature get too low, or too high, or just for no particular reason. At least you're used to the smell of boiling vinegar. In fact, you can't smell anything anymore. So... boiler is no coal on floor. Temp at even level, not high or low. Right. You where Anna plays Gertrude and everything else is the same. Let me help, please let me out. 190 degrees, idiot. Not 189, not 191. What do you think we pay you for? 190 degrees. You don't really miss your sense of smell, or not coughing all the time. You don't really want anything anymore, except to die. Let me out. 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 With a gasp, you finally snap out of the horrible hallucination, or possession, or whatever the hell that was. Jeez, you can still feel the sting of vinegar vapour in your eyes. So, we are going to enter the pickle factory, yeah? I think at this point I'm going to take a quick break. Get up, stretch our legs, grab a new drink, take a bio break if you need. And when we come back, I'll give you a bit of a hint as to what our secrets are going to be. Well, I say secrets. I'll tell you a bit about what we have got planned. So yes, self-care time. Let's grab a break. Okay, take care, Kleiner Vink. We will... Oop, big part. We will be right back. Let's run a quick ad as well. And I'll see you in a moment, folks. Okay. Hello, folks. Quick break while I just grabbed a new drink. I didn't actually want to wait for the kettle to boil, so I've got some ginger beer this time. So, as for what we have got planned, Shell Smiles, show late because of sleeping, yes. Shell Smiles, yes, and for anybody who has recently turned up, yeah, we did have some tech problems. Unfortunately, my time at Porsche didn't interact well with the stream. Yeah, I'm going to try and figure out if there is some way that I'm going to be able to stream it at a later date. If not, I will find some way to do it offline and maybe do a solo playthrough that's recorded for the YouTube channel. Yeah, Truck Up, we weren't able to get Porsche to run, unfortunately. Even with the file deletion, it didn't work. How badly did it not interact? Oh, it was so laggy. So laggy. It basically resulted in so many dropped frames. Yeah, I'll have to go back and check the footage to see whether or not any of that is actually savable from our end. But if not, I will do a solo playthrough and just record it and then put it out on the YouTube channel so that you can at least see what became of Mike, because I'd like to showcase that game and I would like to play it. As for what we have got planned, well, those of you who are patrons will know what is coming in a little bit, but for those of you who aren't, you may have heard rumours. We have been talking about this for a long while, and now we have finally managed to get some new merch designs. And we will be showcasing those new designs for you at the end of this stream. So what I'm going to do is run for maybe just shy of another hour, and then we will have a look at those new designs. So stay tuned for that. So let's get back to West of Loathing and what may be some very interesting puzzles. So let's enter the pickle factory. We've got a bunch of... This trash smells like sweet pickles, smells like gherkins, like garlic dill pickles, like bread and butter pickles, like dill pickles, like cornichon. Like cornichon. Right, okay. It says factory activation lever. Okay, well, let's not pull it for the moment. Thank you very much, Molietsu, for some beautiful 69 bits. Nice. For some beautiful merch. Okay, take care, Jory. We'll hopefully see you back shortly. And thank you very much, 14 cookies gone. 69 nice bits for merch. Now I want pickles. Yeah, I do kind of want myself. So we've got the cuke shoots. Warning: cuke shoots are to be operated by qualified personnel only. You approach the ghost. Gotta, can't sleep until it's right. You're right there, partner. Can't sleep. Yikes. Well, let's not try and kill them just yet. Can we pull it? Oh, so we can pull it without the factory being open. Oh, do we want to try and get them... equal. So with this one we need them to be shoots at equal levels. Okay, well, let's see if we can so obviously this is a puzzle. So kick shoot one. Is that equal? Actually, we can count, can't we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Right, okay. So that pulls it up. If we just keep pulling this, does it just keep ratcheting it up? Okay. So that pulls that up. Right, so okay, so we've got a, you can walk up to see the number. Oh, okay, thank you for that. 15, 17, 1. Okay. So what we had was, we've got 3 hoppers. 1, 2, 3. So you've got 3 levers. Lever 3 gives you up on 3, down on 2, down on 1. Shoot 2 gives up on 2, down on 3 and 1. Down on 2, down 3. So presumably 1 will do up 1 and down 2 and 3. Yes, okay. So up 1, down 2, down 3. So it's more a case of just actually tweaking these to a level. Oops. So let's up 3. Eleven, 13, 9. So we need to up 1 here. 11, 12, 10. 12, 11, 10. So close. 10. So these are both too high. So 12, 10, 11. 12, 11, 10. Okay, I think actually to avoid myself getting too caught up on this. 67. Salinity meter reads 531. Coarse salt, salt adjustment, fine salt adjustment. Okay, what I think is that there is probably a mathematical way of doing this that there's going to take me a long while to actually work out. So, rather than subject you to mathematical musings when I am not a mathematician, so it is probably better if I try and work that out off stream and come back to you with my working. So we will leave them for the time being and go and visit some of the other places on the map. Like the Lazy A Dude Ranch. You come upon a rushing river, which a family of 4 is attempting to cross. However, the bridge is only wide enough for 2 at a time, and they only have 1 lantern to light the way. Help them solve this puzzle with 15 mysticality. Yep. You point out that it's broad daylight and they don't need the lantern. They seem a little embarrassed by this revelation and let you cross the bridge first. I could always give Bryn a shout. But I don't want to subject Bryn to that. Also, I suspect he is probably busy. Looks like somebody's been washing ferrets in this thing. Yuck. No! As the Discord has showed us, ferrets are lovely creatures. The haystack we kind of needle. An old burned crate. Guess it came with the property. Kick it open. We get 2 locks, length of rope, and a rancher's pistol. Ah, is that better than the pistol we've got? So +1 moxie and 6 to 7 damage. +5 moxie. Oh yes, that is definitely better. There we go. We'll upgrade our 6-gun for a new pistol. Neat. Oh. Howdy. Hey, yeah, howdy man. What's happening? Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Oh, not much, man. We moved on to this little patch of land to grow crops. And then we decided it's more natural to just let Gaia grow whatever she wants, right? I bet that's a lot easier too. Haha, right on, man. Neat. Where'd you get the hat? Oh, this? A friend of mine made it, man. I forget which one. What'll you take for it? Well, I have been thinking of trying a new style, man. Maybe like one of those hats the army guys used to wear back in the day. Like, as a kind of ironic statement, man. There's an old fort over yonder that way. I'll swap you if you can find one of those, man. Okay, I'll check it out. Groovy, man. Yes, ferrets are cute as heck. No. Okay, so I can't go in the... We've got manure. Why do you put garden with air quotes around it? That makes me suspicious. It's Hagar's agave. Hagar's agave? Well, let's not... It's a patch of loco weed, requires 4. Shockweed, northern clownwort, and a Frisco poppy. Well, let's talk to the other people before we just go ransacking their garden. Howdy, I'm Lena. I'm Louise Lathrop. Why the long face, Louise? Oh, geez. Basically because I'm stuck here farming with a couple of dummies who don't know how to farm a dang thing, so they just let the weeds grow and call it natural. I'm so sick of eating dandelions I could scream. How'd you get in this predicament? I headed west after graduating baking school and fell in with these two because they talked a big game about natural grains. Fool that I was, I didn't realise they were all they were really interested in was getting silly on loco weed and not doing any work. Well, why don't you leave? Haven't got any meat or any other prospects or anywhere to go. I mean, dandelions are terrible, but they're better than eating dirt. It's such a mess. So you're looking for work? Gosh, yes, desperately. The only trade I know is baking, though. Do you know somewhere that's hiring a baker? Yeah, even unpaid would be better than if it comes with room and board. I just want to get out of here. I don't, sorry. Shucks. Well, if you hear anything, please let me know. Will do. So we need a job, a hat. Hey, like howdy. I'm selling herbal remedies. Care to buy? What kind of herbal remedies? The kind that are gifted to us by Gaia without any interference by human hands. So, weeds? That's a derogatory term created by the man. But yeah, basically. Sure, let's buy one. Hey, groovy. Thanks. We get a herbal remedy. Okay, well, let's leave. This list is a little pile of random dried weeds folded up in a sachet of paper. Garbage stored in garbage, basically. Doesn't do anything. Cool, right, we'll sell it. Leave. So, guy wants a hat from the fort. Okay, well, let's go to Fort Alldead and see what we can get. You find an abandoned crate with Fort Alldead stenciled on the side. Maybe the ship has decided it wasn't worth the effort. Open it up. We get bits and pieces. Oh, did I just sell the hat? Damn it. Oh, I may not be able to do this. Ignore it. Ooh, I can harvest that now. Yay. Do I have anything in my hats thing? No. I may have sold the thing I need to pick the lock. Yeah. I think I've sold the thing I needed. Okay. Yeah. Oh well, I may not be able to get that hat off him. I don't know who I sold it to, unfortunately, Charcoal. So I'll have to go and look up different folks. So let's go to the Big Apple. Some distance off the trail, you see a water tower that appears to have sprung a leak. Well, let's plug it up. You fire a single bullet into the hole, plugging it and rendering the water supply safe, if slightly leaded. Cool. As you reach the centre of the clearing, you are simultaneously struck with a profound awe and a terrible stench as you discover the largest road apple you've ever seen. Isn't road apple one of the best euphemisms for that? You can't even imagine how this got here. Was it a giant horse? Was it 200 normal-sized horses acting collaboratively? They should have sent a poet. Yeah, they should have. It doesn't smell any better up close. So we can clean it up. You make a little dent in it to gain XP. Well, let's see how much. It was smaller than it was before. Well, let's carry cleaning. It's quite a bit smaller than it was before. I hope it's way smaller than it was before. You make a little dent in it. Hooray! And there was nothing there. Except a whole bunch of XP. Okay, fine, fine. We dig. We dig, we dig, we dig, we dig. And we didn't get anything. Okay. So, let's up our glamour. Since we've got enough XP to do so. Ta-da! We are now 7 glamorous. Okay, we've dealt with the Big Apple. Let's go to Butterfield Ranch. And then what we'll do is we will head to get the next bit of the plot. Yeah, dig 16 tons and what do you get? Nothing but trouble and deeper in debt. We've got we can harvest the tuna cactus. Cool. You're going to have to deal with this cow if you want to explore this area. So I'm guessing it's not a good cow. Got a jump on them. They've got 86 hit points for a hell calf. Well, let's deal 45. And set them on fire. Let's shoot. Hopefully we'll only take one hit from them. Ugh, which is quite a substantial hit, but yeah, more than capable. When I left the stream you had like 1500 meat. What happened? Oh, how much do we have now? You banish that demonic cow from this realm. Get thee hence, little doggy. We got some roasted cow tongue and extra thick leather. Oh, okay. So we don't have to have the knife equipped to get the leather. Excellent. Oh, with that, you have an essay on a cow god due tonight. Is that you writing an essay on Hathor by any chance, Hollis Hayworth? We really are a glass cannon. Yeah. Yes, we've managed to complete a couple of the quests. Ooh, there's a rope tied to the fence post. Yep, we're a hero. We grab everything that's not nailed down. Needles. Oh dear. There's something buried in the smouldering embers. So let's dig in. We've got a red hot poker. Deals hot damage instead of physical. Red hot poker. Why? I reckon I hardly know her. Boo. You notice some words carved into the side of the outhouse. Curly was here. Wait a second. You recognise that name? Curly. Curly Butterfield. The legend of Curly's meat. Maybe this looks like this outhouse is worth investigating. It's about the Sanctuary of the Horned God on Crete from way back. It's just a cow god of blacksmithing, I think. They didn't have... Oh, okay. The Minoan ruins. Okay. I mean, if it's the Minoan ruins, then it might be a reference, obviously, to the Minotaur. But depends on whether actually you're looking at the like the ruins around Knossos and such. Obviously, my knowledge of Cretans is pretty much limited to the mythological stuff rather than actual archaeology. So I don't know how accurate that actually is. Let's investigate. Luckily, you don't have to go inside the outhouse because once you open the door, you find a map scratched on the inside of it. It appears to lead to Coal Ridge Mine, just west of where you are now. There's an inset map of the mine itself with big X scrawled between three strange triangular icons. Curious. You have 3 bottles of cow milk. Yeah, let's make some butter. Churn, churn, churn. You've got an item, infernal butter. Well, let's keep one, and if we need to come back. To your horror, you see that every single cow in the Butterfield dairy herd is now an ungulith, an infernal cow spirit bound in snow. Snow? Stone? An infernal cow spirit bound in stone. Wow, if we have to deal with snow cows, then they're not dangerous. Unless you get near them. Well, let's walk among them. It only has 46 hit points. That's fine. We can deal with these, not a problem. Boom. You thin the herd a little. Not enough. It can never be enough. You gain 16 XP, a Menudo Geode, and a brass bull ring. Okay. There's still an effectively infinite number of ungulates. Okay, let's walk away. We can't pick the barn door. What time is it? 10 past. Okay, well, let's see if we can actually carry on with the main mission. Because we've got enough dynamite now to maybe help the Manifest Destiny Railroad on its way. So, what voice did I use for this guy? Any luck finding a year's supply of dynamite? The passengers are getting restless. What? I have. Oh wait, hang on. Do I need to? It's dynamite. Do I need to package some of it up? Examine it. You examine the dynamite. 52 of these definitely counts as a year's supply. Who needs more than one stick of dynamite every week? Crate them up. We've got a year's supply of dynamite. That'll do. Cool. Come on. Yep, here you go. Good. Perfect. This'll do the trick just fine. Hang back for a bit while I get the fellas to set up the charges and I'll let you do the honours. Smee consults with the other workers and they inspect the rocks for a time. Eventually one of them shrugs, pushes the whole crate of dynamite up against the rocks and wires up a detonator. Alright, let her rip. Wait, don't you have a longer detonator cable? No. Don't worry, you'll be fine. Just give me a 3 count before you hit the plunger so I have time to get under the train. Great. It's ready to detonate. Do it. Kablooey. What the holy heck is that thing? Agreed. There was a very large and very angry looking guy, standing here. Apparently it's a little peeved at having a year's supply of dynamite blown up next to its butt while it was sleeping. How are you going to handle this? Well, a fair fight or magic it away since we have 20 mysticality. Magic or fair fighting? Place your bets now, chat. Place your votes, not your bets. No betting here. We haven't got anything like that engaged. Magic. Magic. Yeah, okay. I think that's fairly incontrovertible. We will magic it away. You steal your breathing and squint until you can make out the rock monster's aura. As you expected, there is a web of cracks and faults in it, where the creature's energy was disrupted by the force of the dynamite. You point your finger at the weakest part of the damage and channel a little magic into it. The monster's aura shatters, and the rocks drop lifelessly to the ground. You blow a little smoke from your tip of your finger and put it back in its holster. All in a day's work. Ta-da! Well now, that's as fine a day of work. That is as fine a day's work I've ever seen. Much obliged, friend. We'll be getting the rest of this track laid down and head out now. Here, I'll mark our route on your map for you in case our paths happen to cross again. So, the Manifest Destiny Railroad Company Camp? Thanks, but can't I just ride the train? Got a ticket? Ha, just kidding. Of course you don't. Every seat on this train sold out. Sorry, boss. Okay, so the remains of your triumph. Okay, so right. So shall we go and pay a visit to the circus or head west to the new railroad camp? Okay, take care, Quixotic Anarchy. So, north for the circus or west for the railroad camp? Circus. Okay, shall we go and pay a visit and see if any one of them are Nicola? Looks like you found the circus those clowns were talking about. Ugh, circus. That's like a clown hive. A hive. This game really, really wants us to talk about Magnus, doesn't it? Well, okay. On the off chance that we don't have folks, we have folks here who aren't familiar with the Magnus archives. I'm going to try and keep the in-jokes to a minimum. But even without that, a clown hive really does not bode well as a descriptor. Fortunately, it's not a very big circus. There probably aren't very many clowns. Certainly not enough for an army or an invasion force or anything. Still, since it turns out demonic clowns are a real thing, any number of them could be real trouble. You walk up as nonchalantly as possible so the clown manning clowning the ticket booth won't suspect you know his horrible secret. Whistle innocently. Barnaby Bob's perfectly innocent travelling circus. As you approach, the clown puts on that basically cheerful facial expression that retail employees use when the last thing they want to deal with is a customer, but they're not allowed to say so. Oh boy. Talk to him. Welcome to Barnaby Bob's perfectly normal travelling circus sideshow, sir. How can I help you? I'd like to see the circus, please. Well, you came to the right place then. But if you want to get inside, you'll need a ticket. I just so happen to have one. The clown looks very surprised. What? How do you... Well, great. Good for you, sir. I'll just take that and stamp your hand for re-entry. There we go. Enjoy the show. What about my partner? Partner's getting free. Thanks. Enter the circus. You walk into the circus. Actually, I guess it's more of a carnival, but let's not split hairs. As nonchalantly as possible. There are a bunch of clowns around working at the booths and so on. More clowns than customers, which there don't seem to be more than a dozen or so. Which is good. And then it means the clowns can't disappear you as easily if they figure out what you know. But on the other hand, if things go wrong here, innocent bystanders might get caught in the crossfire. Got it. The merry-go-round has a dirty canvas tarp over it. The sign says, "Condemned until further notice. We encourage anyone suffering from horse bites to consult a doctor." Are you using real horses on the merry-go-round? This clown is presumably selling tickets to the sideshow. Hot food. Red hot, calls the clown behind the food stand. Red hot, foot long, 2 kinds of mustard. There's also a small sign that says lost and found. The clown grins and gestures at the little charcoal grill behind him. Howdy, sir. Interest you in a foot-long sausage? Well, there's an innuendo if ever there was one. How much are they? 250 meat with your choice of condiments. What are the condiments? I've got onions, pickle relish, 3 kinds of mustard, and 2 kinds of ketchup. What kinds of mustard? Brown, yellow, and blue. Blue? Blue mustard? Ah, looks like I'm all out of the blue, sorry. 2 kinds of ketchup. Yep. Got both ketchup and catsup. Okay. Let's talk. What are they made of? What do you mean? They're pork. What else do you make a sausage out of? Regular pork or long pork? The clown gives you a long, chilly look. I'm sure I don't know what you're implying, sir. Cold drinks, calls the clown behind this food stand. Ice cold sarsaparilla in bottles. Howdy, sir. Care to treat yourself to a nice cold soft drink? You said you're selling them in bottles. That's right. Got the newfangled crown cork bottle caps and all. What kinds do you have? I've got root beer, ginger beer, and sarsaparilla. How about snozzleberry? Nope. How about cherry? Nope. How about strawberry? Nope. How about rhubarb? Nope. Okay, well, I'm presuming that they're going to carry on with a cavalcade of fruits and veg. Do you make the drinks yourself? If you're asking if we have a wagon dedicated to brewing and bottling different kinds of soda in our travelling carnival, no. We stock up as we pass through large towns. How much are they? 205 meat. 205? It's for the deposit on the bottle. Okay. Oh, hot food, cold drinks, tepid candy. Cotton candy, calls the clown behind this food stand and makes a sad noise with a slide whistle. Come try this just invented confectionery delight. The clown blows his slide whistle again as you approach. Step right up, fella. Step up and try one of the world's newest candy sensations. What is it? Cotton candy. The finest, in several senses of the word, spun sugar. Created through a revolutionary new process. It's so light and sweet and fluffy. It's like eating butterfly dreams and kitten wishes. Phooey. So it isn't actually made of cotton. What? No, cotton is indigestible, no matter how much chocolate you cover it with. Found out the hard way, did you? Phooey. How do you make it? He pats a metal box with a wide funnel coming out of the top. This little machine here, can't tell you how it works, much as I'd like to brag. It's a trade secret. You invented it? Not as such. Couple of dentists down south were the first ones. Dentists, go figure. Whew. But after hearing about it, I managed to figure out how it works. Made a few improvements with my design too. Now I'm really curious. Sorry fella, these secrets in the box are for nobody's eyes but my own. Whew. I'll be happy to sell you some cotton candy though. How much does it cost? Just 300 meat. Whee. Let's wait and see if we need to actually buy any of them. There's a clown here selling rubber toy balloons. You notice that he's watching you, and then he notices you've noticed, and he smiles and waggles the balloon at you enticingly. Talk to the clown. Howdy there, fella. Interest you in a toy balloon? How much are they? For you, just 30 meat. What colours do you have? Oh, well, just take a look. Red. They're all red. How do you make them float like that? Why, there's nothing to it. Heck, they all float around here. Of course. Well, it's only 30 meat, so I'll take one. Alrighty then. Here you go. Anything else I can do for you? Can you tell me more about your circus? Really, it's more of a carnival, but let's not split hairs. What would you like to know? The real crime here are the prices. Yeah, indeed, Stixer. What are your travelling plans? This place you've set up is kind of out of the way. What are your plans? Haven't decided yet. That's why we set down somewhere a bit more rural. Keep things relatively quiet while we scout around. Get the lay of the land and all. Where'd you travel from? Was your previous stop interesting? Oh, northwestish. It was a little hole in the ground kind of place. You wouldn't have heard of it. Why is everyone working here a clown? Oh, it's traditional. When the, what do you call them? Rodeos stopped being put on. The rodeo clowns took other jobs at the circuses and carnivals. Over the years, it just became normal thing for carnies to be clowns. It's a community, you might say. Who's this Barnaby Bob guy? Oh, the boss is a real famous showman, though. I'm not surprised you wouldn't have heard of him round here. Got an eye like a hawk, and he's a real whiz with those knives of his. Don't miss a show. Don't miss his show. It's a real highlight of the carnival. Okay, see you around, clown. Catch you later, like an alligator. Yeah, a hole in the ground kind of place does sound a little bit ominous. We've got a balloon. Does the balloon do anything? It's red. Okay, sure. Ooh. That muscly clown doesn't seem to want you to go in there. The extremely muscular clown seems to be guarding the entrance to some sort of stage. The clown crosses his arms and grunts when you approach. Show ain't till later. When? Later. Yeah, but when exactly? Later. Okay, jeez. This appears to be a shooting gallery type of carnival game. Let's take a closer look. Howdy there, fella. What we have here is a game for sharp eyes and quick reflexes. Hope you won't take it as an insult if I suggest one of the other games might be more your speed, but you're welcome to try your luck all the same. What's the game? Well, on the wall behind me, I've got a bunch of thick-skinned, underinflated balloons. For 10 meat, I'll loan you a cheap, inaccurate pistol and a pile of badly made ammunition. And your goal is to pop as many of those balloons as you can before the pistol stops working. That's an unusually honest-sounding description. I discovered making the challenge sound exactly as difficult as it is only makes people more determined to be the one who beats it. Well, that's fair. What's the prize? A ticket to Barnaby Bob's stage show, which is otherwise sold out. So it's a rare catch, my friend. Okay, I'll give it a shot. The clown hands you the cheap pistol and gestures at the balloon behind him. Good luck. Well, I've got the moxie. Let's shoot from the hip. You shoot at the balloons until the pistol jams. You manage to pop a few, but not very many. The clown nods. Yep, that's about average. Not enough to win a prize, though. Sorry. Dang it. So, I'm guessing... Oh, there's a kid here searching around with a sad look on his face. Talk to him. You okay, kid? Did you lose your parents? I lost my lucky bottle cap. You haven't seen it, have you, sir? No, but I'll keep an eye out. What's it look like? It's shiny steel. It's on a little chain. Okay, I'll let you know if I find it. There's a clown here selling rubber toy balloons. Wait, or is it the same clown as before? He looks identical. Is he following you around? Howdy, fella. Anything else I can do for you? Weren't you on the other side of the midway just now? Ho ho ho! No, that's the other balloon guy. We just dress alike and use the same face paint. Did we fool ya? He grins and gives you a big exaggerated wink. I see. Okay. Same answers. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to do the test your might. Let's see if we can test our mind. Presumably, all three of these give us a ticket into the thing. This appears to be some kind of card-based carnival game, though it's not clear how it works from here. Take a close look. Step right up, fella, step right up. If I may say so, you've the look of an intelligent and learned individual about you. And I happen to have a game here to put those faculties to the test. What's the game? The simplest guessing game imaginable. I've got a standard deck of playing cards here. I show you all the faces, and then I turn them back over and start picking cards. You guess what cards I pick, and you win. You don't shuffle them? No, sir. If you can memorize a deck of cards that fast, more power to you. Or if you've got a touch of magic in you and want to try reading my mind, that's fine too. Just don't dig too deep, huh? Prize is a ticket. Okay, I'll give it a shot. A shot. You carefully scan the deck of cards as the clown spreads it out in front of you, and then he turns them over with a sweeping flourish. Ready? Okay, well let's give it a whole lot. The clown starts picking cards out of the deck and holding them up with their backs to you. You manage to guess about 2/3 of them? Say, that's not bad. Not enough to win the grand prize, but you deserve some recognition for that, my friend. He gives you a little toy stuffed owl. Aww. We get a small plush owl. Cool. So what does the owl do? He gives me +5 spell damage. Is that better than +3 mysticality? Yeah. I mean, I've got 20. I'm guessing I'm going to need 30 on all of them for to get that ticket. Okay, so do we see anything on the ground? I'm guessing this is like one of those top end. Let's see if we can get into the sideshow then. This clown is presumably selling tickets to the sideshow. Howdy, fella. Can I interest you in the wondrous and mysterious delights of the sideshow? What do you have in there? Secrets, mysteries, things too weird and disturbing to be witnessed by the lights of day. Freaks. Not just freaks. Gosh. How much do they cost? For you, 300 meat. And for everyone else, 300 meat. Okay, I'm in. You won't be disappointed, and in the event that you are disappointed, no refunds. He takes your meat and stamps your hand. There you go, enjoy. Thanks. The sideshow tent is fairly large and packed with weird things to look at, like all good sideshows are. A few lanterns are hanging from the ceiling, casting flickering shadows around and making everything look more eerie. A clown is hanging out in here, presumably to keep an eye on the exhibits. He grins and nods as you enter. Come on in, take your time, have a good look around. Just remember, no touching. Look around. Mirrors? This looks to be one of those weird bent mirrors that make you look all crazy, as if there wasn't enough crazy looking stuff around here already. Gah! This mirror somehow shows you what you'd look like in clown makeup. Bloodshot eyes stare back at you from a pasty white face, painted with an odd pattern of red triangles. In the flickering lantern light, it almost looks like he winks at you. This mirror makes you look really stretched out and thin. Your limbs twist and writhe like snakes as you move around. It's a bit unsettling, and your muscles ache a little sympathetically. Your reflection in the mirror is short and squashed looking, folded up like an accordion. You spend a moment moving back and forth in front of the mirror, seeing how the image changes. It's kind of amusing. The shelves are displaying a large collection of strangely painted eggs. You see several shelves are full of white eggs, each one painted with a unique pattern of colourful shapes. A small placard pinned to the shelf says, "Clown eggs." In the circus community, it is traditional for each clown to paint their chosen makeup pattern onto an eggshell. These clown eggs are archived for future reference to ensure that no one chooses a pattern that has already been used. It is considered extremely taboo to wear another clown's face. These must be the eggs for the clowns that work in the circus. You recognise a few of them, like the clown here in the sideshow tent and the ticket seller out front. Hey, wait a minute. Here's the egg for that balloon selling clown. Didn't he tell you there's another guy wearing the same makeup? According to this sign, that seems unlikely. Okay, we can't touch. These shelves are filled with jars, and jars are filled with things. Real weird looking things. You lean in a little closer to inspect the jars. They mostly contain malformed and or mutated animals pickled in formaldehyde. A three-headed kitten, some kind of ferret or weasel with 8 legs, a twisted Mobius loop of a snake without a head or a tail. Weird, crazy stuff. One shelf seems devoted to huge, gross, pale grubs, like fat, featureless white worms the size of a sweet potato. The one on the end is larger than the others and has shiny black eyes. Somebody has apparently painted its face in apparent parody of clown makeup. Yuck. The pasty white face has been painted with little blue triangles over and under the eyes. The creature has a long thin slash of a mouth as well, and the area around it has been painted with bright red lipstick. The black eyes flash red as the thing suddenly thrashes in its jar, spinning to face you and stretching its mouth open, revealing rows of yellow shark teeth. You stumble back with a cry of shock. Ha ha! Got you pretty good there, buddy. What is that? It ain't a real critter. It's made of rubber and clay and doll parts and such. Got an electromagnet under the shelf to move it with. He takes a little push-button gizmo out of his pocket to show you. Should have seen your face. You about jumped right out of your boots. This guy is a startling sight, even for a circus freak show. His entire head is one enormous eyeball. As you look him over, he stares back at you. Not that he's got much choice. Hello there, I'm Lena. How's it going? Can you talk? Guess not. You move a little to the side and lean over the rope to get a closer look at the guy. He's basically just what he seems to be at first glance. A guy with a giant eyeball for a head. You do notice two things though. First, he has an odd lump at the, well, what you would call the base of his skull if he had one. A sort of crumpled fleshy mass the size of a fist. With a squint and some imagination, it almost looks like the crushed and shriveled vestigial remains of a human head. The second thing you notice is his ankles are locked to the legs of his stool, and the legs of the stool are bolted to the floor. So, this circus gig, how do you like it? His hands slowly curl into fists and the knuckles turn white with tension. I see. Understand, I mean. Do you blink? Or wink, I guess. I guess not. See you around. This man is neatly dressed, though his suit is a bit threadbare and out of fashion. He's smoking a pipe and leafing through a magazine. When you stop to look at him, he nods amicably. Hello there. Welcome to the Sideshow. My name is Douglas. Hi, I'm Lena. Delighted to meet you. So, well, are you perhaps trying to think of a polite way to ask what's wrong with me? Yeah, you got me. Don't worry, Lena. I am in a sideshow after all. It is an obvious and natural question. Wait a minute. You said that last bit without moving your lips. Are you a ventriloquist? Not at all. Allow me to demonstrate. He stands up and turns around. His back is the same as his front. That is, his suit has been tailored with two front sides, and he has another face on the back of his head, with his hair cut and parted appropriately. Ta-da! As he sits back down, his knees and other joints crack and pop loudly as they reverse themselves. Douglas winces slightly, though certainly not as much as you'd expect. When the... Surprising, yes. A bit, yeah. How is that even possible? Douglas shrugs and holds up his pipe to the now back of his head, so his other face can take a puff. Are you... What's the phrase? Siamese twins? No, the phrase is conjoined twins. Not exactly. It's difficult to describe, I'm afraid. Two minds in one body? With two faces? It would be closer to the truth to say two instances of the same mind. With, as you say, two faces. You're right, that doesn't make any sense at all. The other face chuckles and Douglas holds his magazine behind his back. It took some getting used to, that much is quite certain. Were you born like this? I would rather not discuss how I came to be this way if you don't mind. Okay, sorry. No apology necessary. Your knees must be a wreck. Surgery was necessary to permit them to bend in both directions. It sounds worse than it feels, I assure you. Why are you in a sideshow? With a regular suit and a haircut, you could easily pass for normal. Let's slide over the use of the word normal there. I have a contract. Out of the corner of your eye, you spot the clown making a gesture, but you didn't quite catch what it was. Douglas clears his throat. Well, it's quite the life, you know. Free room and board, travel the world, and you meet such interesting people. Talk to you later, Douglas. Okay, I'm just going to finish up this one, and then we will look to finish up here for the evening. Gemini Club, I see. Yeah, Gemini here as well. There's a lady here with her head sticking out of a hole in a large metal box. She nods politely at you. Hello. Hello there. Enjoying the carnival? Well, it's interesting. She smiles slightly. Yes, I'm sure it is. Can I ask you something? Certainly. What's your name? I'm Janet. And you? I'm Lena. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too, Lena. Why are you in a box? That's a rather personal question, isn't it? Oh, sorry. I'm only teasing, dear. Would you like to see inside? Sure. Janet whistles to signal the clown and he moseys over. He unlocks the door on the front of the box and throws it open with a theatrical flourish. Inside, instead of Janet's body, you see a tangled, complicated assortment of glass tubes and pipes, ticking clockwork gears and pumps. Liquids of various colours, mostly red, slosh through the tubes. A large bellows near the top inflates, then begins to slowly deflate. What do you think? It's some kind of trick, right? You're folded up behind a mirror in there or something. No trick. The clown chuckles and walks around to the back of the box. He opens a hatch and waves at you through it, then saunters back to his place by the shelves. Yes, Danny, if we can find a way to free them, I'm pretty sure we are going to do so. It's amazing. I've never seen anything like it. Well, I'll take that as a compliment. It's certainly educational, I imagine. The large tank on the left is my stomach, if you'd like to see what I had for lunch today. How did this happen? Were you in some kind of terrible accident? Oh, I'm sorry, I can't talk about that. Of course, sorry, it must be a painful memory. Her calmly composed face creases into a very slight grimace as she shoots a sidelong glance at the clown. Yes. Well, it was nice to meet you, Janet. So long. Good luck, Lena. Wow. Not expecting quite so much. Yeah. This is hopefully both a Magnus and an RQ Gaming episode in one. Oh, yes. I think on that, I am going to call this one for today. Yeah, I don't like the implication of this tent either. So let's go back to the main menu and come out of this. And we'll go back to here. So, let me take this off. Well, wow. We can probably take this out of the way. Oh, what the hell? Oh, hey, Fishy. Welcome to welcome to the end of the stream. I'd just like to thank everyone for for sticking with me this afternoon. I do apologise that again that this wasn't quite what we had expected. Oscar. Oh boy. So yeah, big Anil, a big boy man. Yes. I say thank you very much for sticking around. It's been a bit of an up and down stream. I will admit. I would like to show you my time at Porsche at some point. So I will look into that and see what we can do in order to get that up and running in some form or another. I'm going to get the admin out of the way here first. So thank you very much for everyone who has been so very generous this stream, either giving out gift subs, subbing to the channel, donating in any form such as the bits. Thank you very much, Ryu, here for those 100 bits. It is very much appreciated and very much helps keep these things running through the weeks and the months. What else? So yes, you can subscribe to us here on Twitch. There is a button somewhere up there which you can do that with. I am still working on trying to get our first few emotes done. I am just waiting on some contract business from Callum before I can get things properly sorted out for that. Quick reminder, if there are any emote artists in chat, please do drop me a line on the Discord, !Discord, as Imogen Bot has just put there. Would really like to hear from you. Links to portfolio and rates would be very helpful along with that, so that I can see what the going rates on that are. Thank you very much for 100 bits from Rufflejacks. Very much appreciated. What else? You can also support us on Patreon at www.patreon.com/Rusty Quill. And there you'll be able to, depending on the tier you subscribe at, catch a bunch of extra materials, bonus stuff to do with the shows that we put out. If you're unfamiliar with our shows, check us out at www.rustyquill.com or follow our Twitter at the Rusty Quill, which will give you the most up-to-date and up-to-the-minute news about what we are doing at any given time. Thank you very much, Moliatsu, for those 69 bits. Now, if you bear with me a few moments while I set something up, because I had to shut everything down. I need to just get things back into place so that we can talk about new merch. Thank you very much, Non-Binary Star System, for those 100 bits. Talk amongst yourselves for a few moments. I just need to get some things up and running. No, Jory, you are back just in time. We are there. Okay. So, let's see what we can do. Now, where is all that lovely art? Yes, Hannah, this has come out really well. Let's see if. Okay. I'm not going to be on screen for this, I think. Ominous brain laughter. No. Thank you very much for the 69 nice bits for merch. Yes, actually, let's turn me off there. Oops, not there. Let's turn the camera off. You probably don't need to see that. So, I know this has been a long time coming. We have been through the ringer. It's safe to say, with regards to retaining a chief marketing officer in particular over the last couple of years. But we've had Callum in place now for a good while, and it has been a significant chunk of his work in order to get our merch ideas and our flow of new designs back up and running, or onto a footing that we are coming. And obviously there are some things that have been in the works for quite a while. So without further ado, shall we take a look at what is coming to our Redbubble store very, very soon? Dun, 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 dun. So, new RQ merch coming to the Redbubble store. Exclamation mark merch will get you a link to the Redbubble store, and as you can see, this is wave 1. What we have decided to do is there will be multiple merch drops this year. Can't say exactly when the next ones will be, but this one is this month. Merch drop 2 will hopefully be will hopefully come sometime during the summer. So, what can you expect from this drop? Obviously, patrons have seen most of the designs, but there are a couple of surprises even if you are a patron. Dr. Teatame asks, do we have an exact ETA for when it's arriving? Stay tuned. So, obviously, we've got some missing show logos. So it will come as no surprise that we are going to be putting the Stella Firma logo up on the channel. So anybody looking for that lovely design from Annika Khan, you will now be able to have that on a variety of merch. The same goes for the new Magnus Archives logo. Season 5 brought us a brand new image, which will now be available on the same range as everything else. Oh yes, Nibbler Glee. A lot of people have been asking for this as soon as we showcased it. But what else? Obviously, the RQ Gaming has had a little bit of a hiccup when it has come to the changing casts. So a bit late, but alas, due to real life issues, the artist we had commissioned for the RQ Gaming merch, Anna Landon, did have an accident which damaged her hand. So unfortunately, it has taken longer to get these pieces finished than previously. So, dun 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 dun, Grizzop, our lovely goblin boy, here seen with bow knocked, will now be able to adorn your t-shirts and mugs and so forth. a little late, yeah. And coupled with that, obviously, we have a quote. Stop that right now, or I'll shoot your knees off. A very iconic line from him from the bar fight scene in Cairo. So, obviously, we have Grizzop, and naturally, we have Azu. Best gobbo. Yeah, I need it. Yep. Oh, I can't do Grizzop's voice. Ben's voices are a magic unto themselves. What was it? Can I try? Stop that right now! Or I'll shoot your knees off. Okay, my best attempt at a Grizzop voice. So, Azu. Here we go. The gorgeous. I really love this design. This design is so nice. As you can see, Azu bedecked in resplendent in their hot pick armor and wielding the ominous axe. And for patrons, I did mention that we had a second Azu design, but it was being tweaked, which I managed to. We got the new design only yesterday. So, to accompany this in the same way, we welcome Azu and friend. In this case, hi-ho, Topaz away! Yes, it is Azu atop Topaz T Camel. For your edification and design glory. I did mention in the Patreon post that Azu was not going to be alone in the second design. So yes, Azu and Topaz. So we've got gaming merch. We've had the logos. There are also, thanks to our amazingly hardworking artist for RQ Streams and producer and production manager, April, who's in the chat as Vera Ray Art, has done some designs for RQ Streams. Now, you will have seen a lot of her art that we've been using for the title cards on shows, intros, break screens, ending screens. We do have a couple of those now. A couple of those will be available for merch. So, starting with the stream team of Mike and me, you will be able to get that as your RQ streams, and also we couldn't go without at least one good cow. So a design that we have used on one of our older break screens. You will be able to get the good cow design as well. So, what have we got? This is a merch drop that has got the two logos, the Stellar Firma logo and the new Magnus Archives one. You'll be able to get the 4 RQ Gaming designs, the 2 for Grizzop, the 2 for Azu. You'll be able to get these 2 RQ Streams designs, and the best cow, good cow, best boys. Cow had to be in there somewhere. Yes, very much. Wonder Woman, how does it feel to have your face on my coffin? I will admit, it is probably going to be a little bit weird the first time that I see anybody wearing a shirt or such with these designs on them. And sorry, I was in the middle of a sentence there, wasn't I? So, and one more thing. One more design that we are adding to this drop is Annika, who did the new Magnus Archives logo and the Stellar Firma logo, has come up with another design. feast your eyes on this new owl logo. Yes. Oh, when I saw this is really, really nice. It jumped out at us when Annika presented this. So this design will be available in the merch store as well, along with the other 8 pieces, bringing us to a grand total of 9 new designs for Wave 1. Please let you buy a sweater with on this. Obviously getting that. Yes. So let's bring us back to booth. Obviously, patrons, you will be getting in the Monday newsletter. You will have had the high quality versions of 7 of those in my post yesterday. This new owl logo and the Topaz T Camel Azu picture will be attached to Monday's newsletter. So, I think that's about it, really, isn't it? We've done the stream admin. I've shown you off the designs. Is there really anything else I need to do before we close this down? Oh, yes. At 7:30 this evening, do tune in to twitch.tv/the Meredith brothers, as Ben and Tim and Amy will be playing more Satisfactory, I believe. That is in approximately half an hour over on their channel. When can I give you money for them? Asked Dr. Teatame. All in good time. So I thank you very much for watching. We'll be announcing when these designs will be available in the store on our social media. So keep an eye on our Twitter account or Facebook for that. Am I going to be modding Men's stream? Yeah, I will be watching. That. Thank you very much, everyone. I hope you have a good rest of day, and I think I will see you all. Oh, obviously, I'm doing a stream again tomorrow. Wow, I keep forgetting about these. So yes, I'm doing a stream again tomorrow at 2 p.m. on this channel, 2 p.m. BST, and what will it be? Yes, we are doing a GM and Players RPG advice afternoon. Sharkle asks, who do we like contact if we want to ask permission to get any of these logo designs tattoos? Feel free. If you want to get any of these as tattoos, you are more than welcome. You're more than welcome to do so. We don't have any qualms about that. So yes, tomorrow afternoon, come by with your questions. As I said, we're not going to. I'm not really going to touch on interpersonal things or table etiquette or consent, things like that. I'm more looking at talking about and workshopping any issues you might have. Are you stuck for ideas on a character? Are you stuck for ideas about a game idea? Dr. Teatame asked, can we share screenshots of these elsewhere? Don't do so now, please. I will be posting these on social media to go along with the thing. So I'd appreciate it if you can avoid at least sharing the screenshots until I have done so on the main social media channels, which will probably be from tomorrow onwards. Yes. So I've done the admin. I've done the merch. I've done the. You're all going to have the same tattoos. It'll be easy to spot in a crowd. Well, that's one way of spotting your fellow fans, I guess. So I will see folks tomorrow. As I say, the Meredith brothers are streaming this evening in about half an hour. Johnny will be streaming tomorrow evening at 8 p.m. over on his channel. That's twitch.tv/Johnny Waistcoat. And then we're into next week, and stay tuned for information about those. Hopefully, fingers crossed, Mike will be back next week with working internet, and we'll be able to cover the Saturday show. And if that is all, all up and running, then we will, for the third time, try and do the Trivia Nil Pursuit RQ quiz next weekend as well. So, I will bid you all a good evening. And I think you've all been really good. So, I'll send you out with the ability to go and buy those designs now. They're all live on our Redbubble store right now. Good evening, everyone. Bye.